Hi. So a lot of people have asked in the past, and I've been slacking on it, and my apologies for not getting to this sooner, but I thought this is a better time than ever, especially with things being limited in the store, to start uploading the things I ate when I did a full transition from my normal eating to plant-based. So I wanted to give a little overview. If you don't care, you can skip through this to the section of just the meal. That video was only about 3 minutes, and it just shows step by step of what I do to prep this meal. This meal specifically is a vegan orange chicken with broccoli and rice. It's just like what I used to order at Panda Express all the time, and it's a vegan substitute. And it makes me feel better and my body and everything. So I want to give a little overview over why I've chose to do a mainly plant-based diet. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a vegan by any means. To me, vegan means that you are, and to most vegans, which can be a controversial word for some odd reason, which blows my mind. But anyways, to most people, vegan means that your entire lifestyle is to avoid hurting animals at any cost, and it's for the benefit of animals. For me, I still have leather bags, leather purses. I have a Michael Kors coat that is full of down feathers. I think I actually have two that have feathers. I know for a fact one has those bird feathers in them. Some of the hair care products that I use, they just work good for me, and I haven't found anything that's better, and I'm not planning on switching, and I'm not planning on switching anytime soon. Now, if it comes and some of the makeup or hair care or products that I use become imitation and they aren't real animal products, great. I am all about helping the environment and bettering the planet, and I don't like animal cruelty. I've watched many videos, Forks Over Knives, what's the other one that I like? What the Health. Those both are on Netflix. I currently just watched the guy who did the McDonald's challenge and ate that all the time, just to kind of learn more about like the meat industry. What is it? Super Size Me 2, which is free on YouTube if you want to watch it. I highly recommend. Great documentary, because the food industry is lying to you, and until you watch those and kind of study and learn more yourself, you'll never know, and you'll be tricked. You'll be thinking you're buying free-range chickens that are flouncing around in a field, and little do you know, free range means that they just have the gate open and they can put up a barrier, and in Super Size Me 2 it shows that, and they're still cluttered in there. They just have access to be able to go outside if they want to. There are so many things that people don't understand about the food that they're eating. So after watching all of those and being alarmed, I kind of freaked out, and I was wanting to lose a lot of weight. I had put on a lot of weight my freshman and sophomore year of college. And for multiple reasons, freshman 15, health problems, all of that fun stuff. And I was a gymnast, so I was used to being really lean, very muscular. When I was a gymnast, I was actually keto, like low carbing, which was great for then, but I also looked into that, and that's pretty much how to clog your arteries 101. So another reason why I made this switch is I was having pre-hypertension at the age of 20, and I didn't want to have to go through that. Heart issues, I have blood pressure and stuff does run in my family, so I wanted to do my best to kind of combat that as quickly as I could. From this change, I ended up dropping around 30 pounds of pure fat. I did end up gaining more weight back, but it is mainly muscle. I started doing CrossFit. I already lived a pretty healthy lifestyle. I go to the gym often, well, when the circumstances are not like this. Right now it is the 22nd of March and 26th of March, my bad, and we're in quarantine, so I can't go to the gym right now. I can't go to my pound class. I can't go to CrossFit. I can't go to Zumba, high fitness, like all the things that I used to do. So I've been working out at home, which is fine because I have a live stream subscription, which I'll be doing a video on that and my at-home workouts as well, because I do really miss working out. But anyways, back to my lifestyle change. So I was already implementing that, and then I went strict. I was very, very strict for a while, and I've slowly became more lenient because I do miss certain foods. So from all of that, I noticed that I was dropping weight very quickly, and when I went to the doctor, I was in green. I was no longer pre-hypertension. The dog is dropping a ball down the stairs. I was no longer pre-hypertension. I had dropped a lot of weight. I was mainly lean and muscular again. And although I was working out to those extents and living a healthy lifestyle, as Moch thought, your body is made in the kitchen. I didn't get my abs back until I started. I do ab workouts all the time. I was ripped. I was super lean. I was tiny, and I'll have to upload a picture of that in here. So I was itty bitty, and I'll have to post a new picture, and I'll have to add in some before and afters. So ever since I kind of started vlogging that and talking about my lifestyle change, people started asking me, hey, like, what are you doing to get to that extent? And it's happened really quickly. What have you been doing? And there's no nice way to put it. It's hard. It is not easy, because we are raised in a society to think that this is what we're supposed to eat, and we've been told wrong all these years. Like, for example, Yoplait is a sponsor of breast cancer awareness, and dairy is a leading cause to breast cancer. Tyson red meat is sponsoring the American Heart Association, and red meat causes heart issues. So that was one of the, by watching those documentaries, one of the things that I started weighing the pros and cons of how did I want my life to be. And my energy came back. I was dealing with severe, and I mean severe, chronic migraine. I was a gymnast. I landed on my head. It was really bad. I had a lot of issues. I've been in and out of hospitals and doctors' offices for years. And I'm finally getting to the point where they're kind of more controlled, and I 100% believe it's the lifestyle change. It does so much. I'm a living testimony to that. So yeah, I still eat my non-dairy ice cream, but I miss my regular dairy ice cream, so I still eat that. If I am out to eat, it's really hard to stick with this lifestyle, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't say, is how to stick with the lifestyle of eating plant-based. So what I've been doing is I just cheat. I'm not going to deprive myself. I'm not going to make myself pay $20 for a meal that I know I'm not going to enjoy, because a lot of the options, I have an app that tells me each restaurant that I go to what my vegan option would be, and a lot of the times it's like you can order a $20 meal, but you have to take half of the things off of it, and you're just eating a bite of lettuce and some rice, and you have to ask them to not contaminate it with other things, so it just becomes a big hassle. Some of my go-to restaurants when I'm eating out are Chick-fil-A. They have a lot of things that are vegan. They have kale now. They have their fries, their waffle fries are gluten-free, and they're also vegan. I also, where else do I go? I go to Chipotle all the time because I can get their sofritas. You can have guacamole. Qdoba right now is having their Beyond Meat, which is a favorite of mine. So you can still eat out at some places, just harder than a lifestyle that you aren't used to. So I found myself having to cook at home. I hate cooking. I suck at cooking. Never been the greatest at it. And well, now I found myself like meal prepping often, and it saves you so much money. It saves you so much time, and it's just better for your overall health, wallet, bank account, everything. So I can't see why I would fully dive back into never eating this way. Plus, once you get used to it, your body does adapt. So when I eat meat, I do feel very sick because my body is not used to it. Now, from doing this, you do have to make sure you watch your vitamin D, because that is something that you get from meat, and some people are very on edge about it. You're like, well, why would I need to take a supplement if it's so much better for me? But some of those documentaries can better explain why. So it's just for example, the meat that you're eating, yeah, it can be all cage-free, free range, all of this stuff, but the hormones that they're injected with from the beginning, because yeah, you can get hormone-free meat, but that hormone-free means no extra hormones were added after the person who was raising them. The person that was raising them wasn't adding any extra hormones to those chickens. So a lot of people get really confused as to why D3 or D6, I don't remember which supplement I use. A lot of multivitamins have it. You can buy the vitamin D supplement on its own, and so I just take that and I feel fine. My energy is great, but you can sit there and want to eat that. But if you're the farm that you're getting your chicken from, or your cow from, like your steak, is sitting next to a big plant, and that plant is pumping harsh chemicals into the air, it's then getting into the grass around you, and you are now consuming the product that just ate the meat, or ate the grass that was contaminated. So although like there's all these things that they say to make it sound healthier, you still don't truly know what you're eating. So A lot of people are scared about soy because like high soy is bad for you, but you just have to watch your content and learn your body and figure out what's best for you. And once again, I'm no health professional, I'm not a dietitian, but this is just what I've learned over the years and what has helped me. I would like to say it's been a full year now. Has it? It's almost been a year of me pretty much for the most part eating this lifestyle, lack of better words. But yeah, so I've talked for 10 minutes and rambled on. Here is the clips of my before and after pictures. I haven't taken any recently, so I'll have to do some, but the big weight drop initially. I'll try and add in a couple more pictures that were more recent. And then the 3-minute video on how to make that orange chicken. It's so good. It's so easy. It makes a lot, and each serving has 11 grams of protein in it, so you're still getting your protein, which is another thing a lot of people worry about. So this brand is actually Gardein. It's one of my favorites. They're always vegan. They're kosher if you need to have kosher food. There's so many added benefits to eating this way, so hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully I can keep doing these, and now that I've rambled on for 10 minutes explaining why I've chosen this lifestyle and what it means to me, I can just now pop them up very quickly on my go-to meals and what I eat on a daily. So yeah, hopefully this explains my lifestyle choice a little better and lets you get to know me. So see you later.